Foundation, where we shine a light on loss and grief and how it impacts our lives. We are here to provide hope, resources, and a community so no one feels alone in their grief. Enjoy the show. All right. I don't know if I botched that intro, but we'll see. I guess we'll see on the replay. But it is us, Taj, Terrell, and TJ Jackson. It looks like our quality is going from best from mine to yours, Taj. Terrell looks like he's half there. But we are all here. And hopefully you can hear each and every one of us. But
Terrell seems like he's on dial-up.
Yeah, but he's the one who's connected. You're connected direct, right, Terrell?
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice is good though. Your audio is good. That matters.
That's what matters. So we are live on the Power of Love. We are doing it remote, obviously because of coronavirus. If you're listening to us right now, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here with us on this important day. Of course, today is April 1. It's our mother's official birthday, although she really celebrated it on April 2nd. At least we think it is. I'm actually going to ask my two older brothers if they know that answer.
Mom was definitely born on the 1st, according to her birth certificate. And according to Pops, she just always wanted to celebrate it on the 2nd.
Gotcha. Because of April Fool's Day, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So it's obviously primarily most important for us because it's our mother's birthday. It is also 3T Day, which is something that our fans have been celebrating for a long time. So it's really cool to have all three of us here on 3T Day. We all have schedules, so sometimes you'll just get me or Taj and I or just Terrell. But today on 3T Day, it's really cool to see us three here. I'll do the disclaimer real quick. We are not licensed therapists. We are just ordinary people who've experienced loss in our lives. We've been impacted by it, and we've learned from it, and we like to share our opinions in an attempt to help you overcome whatever it is you're going through, saying that if you need professional help, we urge you to seek it and to find it. Do not just rely on us. And what's interesting, I feel like we're going to get different type of listeners and viewers who aren't really used to our show, The Power of Love. And so for anyone who's new and just discovering this, welcome. This is a free community where we kind of focus on inspiration, dealing with loss, hope. It's a positive, inspirational type of show. With that said, we have Taj. What was it? 163?
It's the 163rd episode. Yeah.
This one right here is the 163rd episode of the Power of Love show. They are all, if you want to go back in time and hear them via a podcast, you can. We have a Dee Dee Jackson Foundation podcast called The Power of Love Show. And almost every single episode or every single show should be on the podcast. So you can backtrack, you can see the descriptions and discover if any shows line up with what you want to hear and learn about. Terrell, why are you smiling?
First of all, I'm smiling because, first of all, I knew you were going to say, why am I smiling?
Yeah, the reception's not the best. So all
I know, that's okay. Who knows about this streaming thing the most? You or Taj? I got a technical question.
It's probably me.
Okay. How do I chat in this live comment section? Can I not?
You cannot. So as far as now, I'm the only one who could put up people's comments, I think.
So I can't chat to these people?
No, not unless you're really on Facebook or YouTube, wherever they're chatting from.
Oh, they're chat. Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
We are live right now.
You hear that?
We are live legitimately on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, all right. Hello,
So
Facebook.
they're commenting. So if you want to comment to them, you got to log into those.
Oh, that's a lot of work. I don't know if I even have. I don't know how to do the YouTube side. I don't even know how to do Facebook. So.
Okay. Well,
right.
where'd
Taj go, by the way?
Huh?
Where did Taj go?
I don't know. He probably clicked the wrong button. That's why I said I know more, because he just disappeared himself. So he's going to come back in a second, and then I'll put him back in. But I think, let's see if I'm right, you will be in the middle now. But your quality all of a sudden improved.
Yeah, so maybe it's only good for 2, not 3.
Well, we'll see. But all right, let's get back. We're just talking. Let's get back to the show. Obviously, As we said, today's April 1. It's a significant day for us because it's 3T Day, which is a day that I don't even know how it originated. I don't know if our fans just created it, if Taj created it. I'd love to have him on here to answer. But it's 3T Day, which is obviously on our mother's birthday. Our mother, who's no longer with us, who was taken away from us in '94. In August, that towards the end of August of '94, and obviously it's a unique day for us because it's our mother's birthday, so we deal with all those emotions. But then at the same time, we still have this celebratory 3T Day, and I see Taj is coming back, so now he's back on the right. So Taj, what happened?
I wanted to be on that side.
I knew you were gonna
No, my audio, I hit my headphones and then I couldn't hear a word that you guys were saying. Just saw you guys laughing about something, and then I had to restart everything. So
okay, so this is our first time.
Continue.
This is our first time doing this live, so I think it's. Usually we take 10 minutes to do an intro. We're at 6 minutes and 15 seconds. We have so many comments. It's a unique type of show because I get to see your comments. My brothers don't, but I'll just run through some. We have
to see the comments.
You get to see the comments. I just can't reply.
Oh, okay. So we have Harmonia in France. It's a beautiful name. Chantal, and I know she's in the States. I don't know where, but we have Eden, Sophie, Eddie, Eden again, Kim from the UK, Nasat. We have so many people: Kathy, Michelle, Jenny, Stacy. So there you go. But there's many more, but I just want to thank you guys for joining us. We did this kind of spontaneous. We're going to try to keep doing this every Wednesday to keep that 1 p.m. time going that we've always done the Power of Love show. But we want to make this completely interactive. So if you have any questions or any comments, please ask them. Taj and Terrell, was there anything specific we were going to talk about?
No, I'm trying to figure some things out over here, but nope. Where is this thing on Facebook?
Oh, it's a post on Facebook. It's on the Dee Dee Jackson Foundation channel.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get in this chat room before the thing's over.
Okay.
I think people might want to know just how we're dealing with everything.
That's a good question.
This is a special day for us, but it's also a hard day for us as well, and just kind of what we're going through. And does it get easier every year? I know we all posted on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook messages to mom. So, if you guys want to go first, and maybe, or if you want me to go first, doesn't matter. I don't care.
So good question, Taj. And Nasat actually asked it. So she wants to know, how's the day going? What activities are we doing? I don't know if it's a general question or if it's related to our mother's birthday. But I think I'll go first. My day is going well. I woke up around 7:30, went on a long walk. Just checked on some DMs, went live on Instagram. And before I actually did that, right when I woke up, I just did a post for my mother, just to celebrate her. And I think at this point, and you guys would agree, I think, is that for us, we're just trying to expand the memory of mom and what she stood for. And I woke up actually thinking about what she would be doing right now. She was with us with this coronavirus. And I already know she would be, calling people, asking favors from celebrities for some type of auction she would be doing to try to raise
money. Yeah.
For those who need it right now. And also she'd probably be, figuring out how to use spaces like Encino Little League or even Buckley for people and to help. So that's what I've been doing. And then obviously getting ready for this live. Taj, you want to go next?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, we we all know the day is coming in that way. One of the things for me that's the hardest.
Yeah, he's not able to. I don't know what's going on, but
What's the deal?
I'm here.
Is that how I was?
You guys are both really bad right now. It might be you might be hosting this, and you're picking. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
We're on the worst connection. Yeah, the host. I'm blaming the host.
Well, now you're back.
The problem.
Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
No, I was just saying that like finding pictures of mom that haven't been used is really hard too, and that's kind of it's a stark reminder of like that you have memories and stuff, but you have the same memories and you don't have any new memories and new pictures. And that's hard, you know, in terms of that I search and it's like I have like 6 more pictures of, you know, in my arsenal of what I can use. And I know I'm going to use one on Mother's Day and one that I thought I could use. I've already used 5 years ago. I saw. And so it's just one of those things that it's just it because I want to be reminded as well. And it's just hard. It's hard in that way. And Terrell, what you up to, man?
As far as photos, I don't have that many, Mom. Unless they're from like my child book, baby book stuff. I don't think I have anything. Well, it's possible, but a lot of that stuff was taken in the whole storage mess. But I've been actually packing things up, so I wasn't even gonna attempt to try to find something different. Any new pictures. So I think the photo I did want to post, TJ, you posted the same photo. So then I thought of posting the logo, but then I thought it would be better if I posted a picture. So then I looked at what I posted last time. It was the picture and the logo. So I posted that.
So the same exact post.
Sorry?
The same post?
I used the same photo.
Yeah.
So I had both. So I just used that.
Okay. So Susie wants to know what's the best memory of mom, and I'll go first. I saw the question, so I was able to prepare a bit. I think one of my favorite memories of mom is just seeing her dance in the car while she was singing a song, whether it was Rick Astley or Billy Ocean or Expose or Babyface. There's a lot of artists that my mother loved to dance to while she was driving and taking me around. So I think that would be my favorite like memory of her is just in a good mental space and happy driving in the car. Terrell?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good memories. I'll do the car with the cassettes and everything with her playlist is a great memory. Mm-hmm. I'll probably do sports. I just know that we all played baseball and soccer back in the day, or football, as you guys call it, most of you Europeans, or people outside of America, I guess. But she was always at our games cheering us on and team mom. And I know now that I have 2 boys, I know how hard it is to just balance their schedules and be there for both of them. And her with obviously having us 3, I know it was difficult, but she managed to get to all 3 of our games and just being there as a mom and supporting us and cheering us on and teaching us those lessons while you lose or while you have a bad attitude. And I don't know, I just remember a lot of those times being at Encino Baseball and having mom there.
Todd? Yeah.
I don't really have like a specific memory of just like, oh, this day was the best day or whatever. It's just kind of, you know, there's just a bunch of memories that I kind of put in the same category. I know that for me, going after school and just watching TV with her was always a great memory. But I would say probably watching, you know, the Halloween series with her, you know, because I loved horror movies and just seeing her scared, but then her laugh after she got scared. It was something that we shared together in terms of and I, you know, in terms of, you know, and I know she was scared, but she wanted to, you know, watch it with me in that way. And it's just a great memory in that.
All right. So Marlene wants to know, what kind of mom was she? Was she strict or cool?
She was both.
Both.
Very cool, but very strict when she needed to be. If you was strict,
Mom,
you deserved it. So you can't argue that. You know,
she could give you a look and you knew that was it. Like, you better stop.
Got a couple of warnings.
Her look was the warning. Like, if you wanted to test the look, then that was on you. But at the same time, I was so appreciative of that, you know, because she balanced that with equally, if not more, with love. And so we always felt loved. We always felt like she cared about us, and whenever she was strict on it, was just for our own well-being, and it was for our own purpose.
I'm smiling because I'm reading through the comments, and Tiffany has a great one. She says, they're talking how you're blurry, Terrell. And
yeah, I saw that.
You're not blurry. You're just so handsome that the camera can't keep
that's not the one I saw. I was just saying, I think I saw something where it said I'm blurry for everyone.
Yeah. You are definitely blurry. So
am I still blurry?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
It's bad, but it's okay. We're rolling.
Remember, like 20 years ago, how the internet was? I'm just kidding. 15 years ago, that's what you look like. Time
period internet.
Like FaceTime, like 15 years ago.
Nasat says her mom was an amazing woman. I could tell because she raised the three of you guys so well. I see so much of her and you all. So that's awesome. So thank you for that. Angela says, I think all moms can just give a look and you better act right. 100%. Tiffany agreed with that. Every mom had their look, had that look. It's true.
Yeah.
So Sophie wants to know, did you do April Fool's Day with mom?
That's a good question. I know that, I mean, we were always playing practical jokes on mom. So it wasn't like just April Fool's was the only time. We would always joke with mom and try and
we were
trick mom and stuff. Yeah, we were pranksters in general. And it was always fun pranking mom. So I don't think April 1st was like I think April 1st was the obvious day. So we never really did anything because it was the day that it was obvious to do something. So we usually try to do it any day besides April 1st.
Good answer. Okay, Christopher wants to know, what do you guys do to, I assume that means cope. What do you guys do to cope with the sadness? I'll try to go first, but I just try to think of positive stuff, Christopher. I think if you bog yourself down with details or with the fact of the loss, it can get tougher. So I try to just remember all the positive aspects of my mother and try to take it from a grateful standpoint where I feel like I'm blessed I got her for 16 years or 15 years, whatever, 16. I always get confused how that works. But
me too. Yeah.
For those years, I was able to have a mother that was so hands-on, that was so just so supportive of her kids, and in my situation of me. So I'm blessed. Even though I only got her for a short time, I really feel like I got a true full parent. I think a lot of people, obviously I miss her, and obviously I didn't get the complete parent, and in the case of my kids, a grandparent, but I still feel like I got more than some do. And I try to look at it from a more positive aspect.
Yeah.
Guys, you want to respond or?
Coping with sadness. I think everybody needs to find some type of outlet. For us, for me, I should speak for me, probably for you guys as well, but music was always a great outlet for the three of us. But find an outlet, something that can allow you to a little escapism, and just put your emotions through that, whether it's art or dancing or writing music. Or playing. Some people, sports is an outlet for them, so they play sports. But find something that you enjoy or can take you away from the sadness, and just know that everything will be okay. With time, everything heals a little bit, or you manage to navigate through it. You learn how to get through hard times, and just lean on your friends and your family.
I've always said this, and my advice has always been do something in their honor. If it's sadness because of the loss of someone, do something that they would want to do, or that you did with them, or something that reminds you of them. Like, I try and counter it. Instead of sadness, I try and counter it with happiness and happy memories. And so this foundation is one way that, makes me happy, because it's something that Mom stood for. But I know Mom would be proud of us because of this, of what we're doing and trying to help other people. So it's one of the things that why I love this foundation. And I love, that it's called Dee Dee Jackson Foundation.
Good answer. All right. Suzanne wants to know, is there a favorite food of Mom's that you eat because she loved it? I do. So I eat her favorite dish every year on her birthday. I assume Suzanne's talking about her beloved mom.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you guys that first, because for me, there really isn't any.
Nothing comes to mind for me either.
Well, Mom liked seafood, like Dad.
Really?
Like, yeah.
That's
So,
why.
That's why we
don't do that.
That's why we don't. That's why we don't.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I really
Well,
did.
they didn't cook it around us because we didn't like it. So, you know.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, Ngozi, I hope I'm saying the name right. She wants to know, how did Mom influence our career? I just think she, my mother was a very strong and resilient person. And I don't know if I can recall her specifically saying, just because they said no or you lost. I don't know. I know she did. But the point I'm making is that's what her actions show. She was not someone who was going to take no for an answer or get defeated. She was very strong and would always find a way to do things that she felt needed to be done. And I think that's very important for any artist, for anyone really. But in our sphere, for an artist, you're going to deal with a lot of negativity. You're going to deal with a lot of rejection, a lot of cruel comments, a lot of negativity, and you just have to rise above it and do what you feel is right in your heart. And to me, that is my mother. So although I can't really give you a specific moment she had where she explained that, but that to me, that she just embodied that.
Yeah, I know with Mom, she because she came from New York and she worked hard in everything she did, I think she knew that we could either have it two ways. We could either work hard or we could coast, and off the Jackson name. And she was going to make sure that we earned it. Like, I mean, a lot of our friends will tell you that in high school, we would come home every day and rehearse. That wasn't even a question. That was our mom that, would say, if you want this, you got to work for it. And we'd get in trouble for not rehearsing.
I feel like we had it harder than any other friend we knew.
They knew. I mean, a lot of our friends know that in terms of that, but that's the thing, because we knew what we wanted way back then. And Mom, our dad was the easy one. Like when it came to, rehearsing and all that stuff, like he never enforced. It was Mom that always was like, if you're not going to practice, I mean, we have tapes of her saying, if you don't want this, then I'm taking it away, and all that stuff. And so we're all laughing because it's a great memory. Like she was the one that's like, no, you're going to work for this because you're going to earn this, and they're not going to be able to take your talent away from you. And I appreciate that, because we could have easily just been like relying on the name, and we didn't.
Terrell?
I think more of what you guys said, just to supported us in so many ways. But that was probably one of my favorite memories as far as 3T goes, was the time we were arguing during our run-throughs and Mom yelling to turn it off. That's it. Turn it off. That's it. If you guys can't get along, then there's no group. So that I can still hear that in my head. So that was probably one of my favorite memories of Mom with as far as 3T. But as far as influence, our fathers, obviously being part of the Jacksons, a lot of people will credit him for the music and the inspiration behind it. But our mom was just as much of an inspiration because she loved music so much. So she introduced us to a lot of music as well. And I think one of Mom's first jobs was working at a record store selling vinyl. So she loved music and she listened to all kinds of music.
Vinyl collection.
Yeah, she introduced us to a lot of music, and she could always pick out the hits and things. So she was very big, right?
Yeah,
So she was very big for us in that way as well.
Mm-hmm. So Sandra wants to know nicknames. What nicknames we three had, and I don't even know if Mom really called me Mijo. She didn't, right?
She called you Squirt.
Squirt. Yeah, she called you Squirt. And she called you Mijo later. But you're Squirt, Mijo.
Right. She used to call me Squirt. Thank you, Taj. That was it. Did you guys remember? And did you guys have any nicknames?
No.
No, I mean on some of my letters she would write, my firstborn, but that was it. It wasn't really a nickname. She never said firstborn or something.
You guys just weren't special enough, all right?
Or we weren't squirty enough to be called Squirt.
Okay. Charisse wants to know who was her favorite musician.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to go to Tara on this. Tara will know more than us.
Her favorite musician? I don't think she had an absolute favorite musician, but she she loved Marvin Gaye. She loved obviously our Uncle Michael and the Jacksons, but she also loved Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Gloria Stefan.
Yeah. So she was wide. She was all over.
We never missed a Lionel concert either.
Earth, Wind and Fire. That's another thing. She always took us to a lot of concerts.
Yeah.
Even people we had no idea. Like, even if you don't want to go to the person, she's like, just go. And then you realize who they were because you'd hear all the hits that they were performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
very true.
She was big with that.
Janine wants to know, did we ever anger Mom so seriously by doing something stupid, irresponsible, or dangerous?
That's a hard question. I mean, the thing for me that the one thing I never want to do is disappoint Mom. That was worse than upsetting Mom, was disappointing her. So I tried to always live a life where I made her proud. And so, yeah, I don't think we ever did anything that was stupid, or because at the same time,
we stayed out of trouble.
Yeah,
so we didn't do anything too crazy.
Yeah, and we didn't need to. Yeah,
I've probably done a couple of stupid things, but nothing to really anger her.
Yeah,
but I think we were all pretty good as far as doing something serious. I don't think we did anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Isabel says, Taj, haha, you're so cute.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't think so. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Alyssa says, I know that's right. Keep your kids humble, for sure. Karen also wanted to know about the nicknames. Cheryl Bovini wants to know, why are you sitting in the dark?
I'm
serious.
I'm actually in the studio and there's not much light in here.
Okay.
I can turn on. If the light will come from above, I can try to turn it on, but then it's gonna have some rays of light coming from above. I just think it's more of a distraction. Is it really that dark?
You're dark, man. I can't, but I don't know if it's the reception or if it's.
Hold on. Let me try something. I'll be back.
I bet if he had light on him, his quality would be better, right, Taj?
Yeah.
Is it that bad? Let me try.
Yeah, your camera's probably trying to make something out of the image.
Or you could just hear me.
We could just hear you.
Huh?
We could just hear you.
Okay.
He's gonna go turn on some lights, I think.
Taj, while we wait for him, Clarice wants to know, what part of New York was Mom from?
That's what we're trying to figure that out. I have to look at the certificate again. By next show, we all know, because I know Lana, who's in the thing, might know. Our cousin.
Where is she? Keep going, Taj.
Does that help? But then you get the annoying.
No, that
did nothing, Terrell.
Turned it back off.
Yeah, that did nothing. Taj, so you're gonna find out?
Yeah, if not, I'll find out from our cousin Lana, or our aunt. But I think it's on the birth certificate. Obviously, it's on the birth certificate. Yeah.
There's Lana. She had another.
Oh, that's Lana.
I love you, Lana. We all love
Do
you.
you know where mom was from? Our mom was from.
Yeah, Lana, let us know where mom was from if you know.
Which part of New York? If you do know the Nancy, the definitive. Otherwise, I have to look into the birth certificate. I got to dig it up.
All right.
I should look on her driver's license. Does that help?
No, because her
California.
driver's license would be here, wouldn't it? LA? Didn't she move?
That's true. True that.
Yeah, come on.
So I think we answered this. This answer isn't Papa T. It's more mom.
Mom was the disciplinarian in our family. It had to be really bad to get the pops.
Yeah, we got the don't make me have to go get your father.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, and so mom was the disciplinary. Yeah.
Okay.
I would sometimes hope to got the pops sometimes but yeah, pops was no joke either.
Okay, I'm just gonna scroll through some of these comments.
Wait.
Huh?
Are there someone saying, are you ignoring YouTube?
Ooh.
Oh, TJC, you got a little. TJ's got a bias towards Facebook.
But I don't see a lot of YouTube comments.
Yeah.
I see this one, and I see OMG Tarot from April.
I see it. Did your mom have any pet peeves? Yours truly, April, says that on
really?
Pet peeves that mom had. Yeah.
Okay, let me try to find one. I can't find it. But
Cheryl, do you remember if mom had any pet peeves?
No. I have to think about that. Can't off the top of my head.
Yeah.
A pet peeve?
Yeah. It's something that really. Oh.
All right, let's answer this. Sarah wants to know how mom met dad for the first time.
They met at
Fairfax High School.
Fairfax High.
You gotta if you want to see it in action, you can watch what is it? The
American Dream.
The Jack American Dream, which was pretty fun to watch. When did that come out?
A recreation of the series of what happened, huh?
When did that come out?
I want to say 1990, no? Or maybe earlier?
I can look.
So that was cool because I remember being young, so I was probably 12, and seeing how your parents met on a TV show was pretty fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I knew that they met at Fairfax High School. I don't know what classes they were in together, but they had met at Fairfax. Sienna wants to know if mom had any classic sayings. I will say this. I don't know if she did this with you guys, but for me, she'd pack me lunch for school every day, and she used to put in our lunch, at least in my lunch, the little sayings.
Mm-hmm.
With a positive, inspirational kind of quote.
Oh, yeah.
Came from the jar, right?
It came from the jar. So
a positive quote jar.
I remember that. I got to do that.
Yeah. So every day when I'd open up my lunch, there'd be a positive statement I could read. And it was cool, though, because I think when you go to school at 8 in the morning, and then by the time you get to lunch halfway through your school day at 11:30 noon, you're getting a nice injection of positivity and something from your mother. So I think that's a really cool thing that she did. But I don't think she had any specific.
No, I don't either.
But she was big on positivity and being a positive influence. Right?
Yep.
Cheryl, Nicole says you look like an alien.
Thank you. Which one? Which one do I resemble?
You really do, though. Cheryl. All we see is your outline. So you kind of look like.
Then that looks kind of cool.
It does look kind of cool. April wants to know, was there something special that we did with mom together that we enjoyed doing together?
I enjoyed watching the Cosby Show with her on Thursdays. We would all watch the Cosby Show together.
Mm-hmm. We watched many.
Sorry?
We watched many shows, though, right?
Well, it started off with the Cosby Show. We started watching that together, and then it went on to different worlds, and then we started watching Martin together.
And Fresh Prince?
Started off with Cosby. Sorry?
Fresh Prince?
Not so much. No, that's what after Pettit Days. I'm talking about the Pettit Days.
Okay. Okay. I should have. You know what? I should have done
New
that.
Year's also. New Year's was a very important day for Mom. For some reason, we always spent New Year's together, and we always, that was like one of the holidays that she really emphasized for some reason in terms of just starting the new year right. I don't know why, but it just was.
Okay, this is a 3T question. And since it's 3T,
Yeah.
answer this too.
I do.
Alexandra wants to know, do you remember singing in Birmingham, England in 1997? Great
Yes.
to see you all. It's so stressful. Terrell, you seem to remember, so tell us about it.
Well, I think, was it the NEC or something like that? I think it was that.
Yeah.
Number one.
NEC.
But that we used to play spades before playing during our show. We used to play spades backstage. It was Taj, TJ, me, and Mike. We would go out, and I remember that show, and I remember that day because before we went out, it was me and Mike versus Taj and TJ, and Mike and I won every single hand. We won every single hand because I think before you have to say how many you're gonna get, and like, Mike, how many you got? He's like, I can get like 4, maybe 5, and that's like, I got 5, maybe 6, but we won every single hand, so that's why I remember doing that show.
Interesting.
What game was
I
it?
remember a little of that. The Mike, but what Terrell's not telling you is that me and Mike ended up being the Spades champion for the whole tour.
I don't know, but I don't remember that part.
Yeah, because Louis joined you, I think, and TJ, Anthony joined TJ, I think, or something. Or
but Mike and I won it all. That was a good time.
That was a great time.
What was that game called?
Spades.
So we used to play that before every
show.
show.
Yeah, backstage.
Bomberman we used to play as well, and that WrestleMania game, or that wrestling game.
Yes.
That Boink, TJ, you're the clown or whatever.
I was good with Hitman and Yokozuna.
I stunk. I'm not gonna lie. I was Shawn Michaels.
You're Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
All right. Taj and Terrell, Amanda wants to know if you guys speak French. She does not speak English.
No, I wish I did. I know very little French. I should know more.
My wife speaks French. Is this right? Parlez-vous français?
No. Huh?
No?
Parlez-vous français?
I know nous sommes les trois.
Yeah. Je suis fatigué. It means I'm tired.
Je parle TJ.
Je ne sais pas.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So
you just
I think that's what it means. Je ne sais pas.
Okay, and
correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, so Yannicka wants to know, what songs of Brotherhood did Mom witness us create, and what were her favorites? It's a good question.
So off of that era, like Didn't Mean to Hurt You, Memories. There was a lot of songs that weren't on the album, but Thinking.
Yeah.
The first half of Thinking. Brotherhood, I want to say. Brotherhood.
Give Me All Your Loving for sure.
Give Me All Your Loving because that was her favorite.
Yeah.
Tease Me in 24/7, no. No, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She did 24/7 and Tease Me, yes. But it was Why No, I Need You, no.
Anything, no.
And Anything.
Yeah.
Terrell, how are you so certain with 24/7 and Tease Me?
Because I remember being in Delgado when we wrote it.
Yeah, I remember you guys writing it in Terrell's room.
And I remember that movie. What was it called?
Gerald B.
No, what was that movie called?
She's Trippin'?
That I was going to be on, the 24/7. I want to say Spaceman, but it's not Spaceman. Now I gotta look it up.
Who's in it?
Movie with it was Damon Wayans was gonna be in it.
Blank Man?
Blank Man, that's what it was. 24/7 was gonna be on that. And I just remember writing it at Delgado.
Yeah, I remember that too.
So I know that it was in that era. But there was a lot of songs before we did. Those were just, I don't know how many songs we recorded for the album, but there was probably like maybe 4 or 5 that we recorded after that.
Deborah wants to know, was she nice to girlfriends? What advice did she give you to looking for in a woman? I had 2 girlfriends that mom was aware of. Taj, I don't even know if you had a girlfriend yet.
I had one.
No, but mom was.
God, you had 2.
Huh?
Don't lie. Don't make me call you out.
No, that mom was aware of?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. You're right.
But anyway,
threshold. It's yeah.
My mom was kind of like, at least for me in my relationship, she was like kind of like, I think happy, just, I don't know, kind of giddy. You know, she thought it was cute. That was my mom. She wasn't like and I think the advice I could see my father giving me more advice on what kind of woman versus my mother. So I don't know if you guys want to answer that, but that's
mom was very motherly to our girlfriends. I know that. She was, you know, she treated them like as if it was her own daughters. I know with both my exes, they've mentioned that in that way, in terms of that had the experience with mom in that way. So I know that with your guys' exes, same thing. She treated them like as if they were her daughters and they could go to her about anything. So
no, I was just gonna say that, I mean, obviously we're 3 boys, so I think having a girl around, I think she enjoyed that, because obviously there was no sisters.
Wayne wants to know, did mom go on tour with us? So that answer is no, because we released our album prior to our mother's passing. So the closest she went to on tour or seen us perform was at the Jackson Honors in Las Vegas, which is, there's actually a clip of us prior to performing, or was that after?
I don't know if it was before or after. I think it was after, because we were getting ready for bed.
But
after what?
It had to be after.
At the Jackson's Honor Show when we performed there, and mom and
the footage.
Yeah. No, that's after. Because aren't you talking about how you messed up?
Yes.
Yeah. So you should have been doing this. Yeah.
That was at the MGM Casino in Vegas. I remember that.
I don't remember certain things like that. You don't remember other things. That's like, I don't even remember that. I just know that you did.
I remember the MGM. Alicia says, Todd, you would look great with authentic dreads.
Thank you.
Sandra says, wants to know if mom laughed a lot. Can we remember her laugh? Yes.
Yeah. That's a great memory of mom, is her laugh and making her laugh. And I think that's the interesting thing, especially with her and Uncle Michael as well, is it's their laughs that carry on in memory of them in that way. That makes me smile when I hear their laughs in my head. They're so distinct. Both of them are completely different, but they're, you know, it brings a smile to your face as well.
It's weird though, because the only kind of laugh I can remember of mom was when she, like, the diehard laugh, like when she was about to, like if she was drinking something. I can't think of the standard laugh of mom. I can hear Uncle Michael very well.
Yeah, it was funny.
I can hear it, but mom's, I can only hear it as if like she was hysterically laughing.
Yeah, well, that was the thing with mom. She had that was, you know, mom liked to laugh. That was the thing. So that's why you hear that, because that's the laugh that she had. It was never like a ha ha ha. It was always like a, you know.
Sequoia says in August it will be 5 years since her grandmother passed. 1 year crying and depressed. Another year I'm happy and smiling and can feel her presence. Does this happen to y'all, where 1 year is sad and another year is okay? I would say yes, Sequoia. I think as the time, I mean, we're over 20 years now since we lost our mother, but for those first 5-10 years, it is just up and downs. And really, I remember the first 5 years, it was almost like it's a bad dream. Back. So it's kind of also denial. But now I don't really have up and downs in relation to that. I think it's a lot more smooth. But that doesn't mean I don't miss my mother and think of her every day.
I think you learn to live with it a little better, but it's always affects you in certain ways. And I think it's what's around you and the days before, or, you know, that coming up, how sensitive you are. There are times when it's easier for me, and there's times when I'm very aware of the day coming up, and it hits me hard, and my whole attitude changes, or I start getting just quiet, or, you know, I'm sad for, you know, for the days upcoming, and then I'll go, oh yeah, it's mom's birthday coming up, or something like that. So it just depends. There's no real right or wrong answer.
Todd, do you understand Portuguese?
I understand it better than I speak it, because it's very similar in a certain way to Spanish. So when my wife and her sisters talk, and they talk in Portuguese or Portuguese, I can understand it. I tell them to speak in French if they don't want me to know what they're saying, because I have less. I don't understand French better than, you know, the Portuguese. There's just enough, like, you know, Latin in there that I can kind of make out the words. So, but I plan to learn with Taylor. Like,
do you guys know if we have family in the Dominican Republic?
We went one time, and I don't. Charles, did we visit family?
No.
We didn't visit any family. We went to Dominican Republic, but there's no family to visit, so I don't.
We know of.
So
yeah, that we know of. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I'm sure there's family that we know of. Yeah.
There's got to be family there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Eddie wants to know if she spoke to us in Spanish a lot. I know when I was a kid, a baby, and a toddler, she did. Towards the end of her life and my, you know, teenage years, I didn't get any Spanish really from mother. How about you?
Just heard it around the house more, but I learned most of my Spanish from school. And yeah.
No, she spoke because her mom, Grandma Irma, she spoke Spanish and only spoke Spanish. So they would talk obviously in Spanish all the time, but they were too fast for us to catch any of that, I think.
Anushka wants to know if we remember the TMF Awards in Holland.
Yes.
100%. Yes.
I remember getting McDonald's.
That's priorities. That's what you remember, huh?
You know, I need you outfits.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember that too, actually, now that you say that.
And then the person who gave us the food was like, you're 3T, right? And we were like, yeah, we just did a show.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was fun. That was good times. Okay, maybe we'll close it with this question. Wait, but before we get to this question, we got to do the Sequoia one. Todd, you should grow some facial hair and trail the 90s once their internet connection back.
I don't like facial hair on me. It makes me feel older, and I've looked at, trust me, that with this whole thing that's happening, I shaved today, and you guys should be grateful that I shaved today. I just do not like what I look like.
Why not, Josh?
It looks, you know, like those kids that were 15 and they had facial hair and they looked like they were trying to be 20, like in high school. That's what it kind of looks like. It looks like it doesn't belong, kind of way, because it's still that baby face with facial hair. It just doesn't mix in that way, and that's what my face looks like.
Well, Eden says no dreadlocks, please.
Interesting.
Okay, let's go back to Susie, who says, what traits of mom do you each have? Can you guys think of any first for you guys?
I think for me, I'm a people person. Mom was a people person. Mom had a lot of friends and a lot of associates. And that's one thing I have, you know, something from mom is I'm not the best at it. She was incredible at it, but keeping in contact with people and at least having a lot of friends and associates in that way. Because I don't know, it's just, I mean, mom always seemed like she kept in contact with everyone, you know, or at least knew what everyone was doing, and sending out stuff to everyone, gift baskets. And I don't know how she found the time for half of that stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, seeing the best in people, mom, but mom was a New Yorker too. Like, she would tell you like it is, but which is a trait I don't have, but she always tried to see the best in people. She always was welcoming. And I think that's one of the things that I try and do is.
I think, I just think trying to help and trying to provide is something that, or trying to make a difference in the community, something that all three of us, I think, inherited from mom. Obviously our father and uncles as well, but our mother she was serious about it, as if that was her job. She was the president of our parent association at our school, and I think the president of our baseball little league. So she was just everywhere. She was always at school with us, and after school she was at the baseball field with us. So she was very present in our lives and our communities, and very interested in helping people. And I think that's something that all of us enjoy doing, and I think we get that from mom. So
yeah, I would say the same thing. Staying humble, remembering where you came from, and helping others regardless of the situation of what you have and what you don't have. And then also I remember on I think it was a birthday card, she said that me and her were very alike. So I know I can speak my mind at times. So I would say that would be a trait that I share with my mom.
Yeah, definitely.
And sometimes it's needed. So
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I guess we can close it. We did. We'd be well done with our Power of Love show. We are at the radio spot. But I just want to thank my two co-hosts for joining my show. Really thank all of you for watching, all of your great comments. Thanks for reminiscing with us on our mother. She never sang, well, at least publicly, but her influence on us has been equally as strong, if not more so than my father's side of the family. So on this special day, to my mother, on behalf of my brothers, we love you, Mom. And, just for everyone, just try to do good things in the world and try to be a great source for your community. And for those of you who are celebrating 3T Day by reminiscing on those great times, thank you for all your support. It is the 25th anniversary coming up for Brotherhood, which is a really cool thing. And hopefully soon we'll have some cool news for you guys. Anything else, Taj and Cheryl, you guys want to say?
Just thank you. Thank you for everything you guys have done, throughout our career, but also in helping support us through this hard time as well. You've always made us feel loved, and for creating 3T Day and participating in it, and it helps us get through it easily. It really does. And so we really appreciate you guys. I don't know where I'm looking. I'm looking at you guys, and I should be looking at the camera, but thank you guys.
Terrell, anything else you want to add?
You guys covered it. It's just be safe. Be safe. It's crazy times right now, but be safe and take care
of each other too. I think the natural tendency for a lot of people, is being selfish and kind of just worrying about you and who, your immediate surroundings, but we need to take care of each other as well.
Very good. And Terrell, you look the most like Mom, everyone says.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much
for
joining us, and have a good week.
All right, guys.
Adios. Are we going to say the adios?